Okay, I'll try not to.
There you go.
Check it out. It's a tree. It's big. How old do you think this tree is?
14. Maybe.
3 years, yeah.
3 years. Yeah. Crap with that, maybe, don't you?
I don't know. I think it's been here since Jesus.
All right. So, how much do you know about AI?
I know. I don't know.
Well, you said you were reading an article.
Yes, I was reading an article. It was discussing advanced artificial intelligence and whether it's a good idea to create it or not. It's talking about Pascal's wager, but in terms of whether it's safer to create AI or safer to not create AI.
It's extremely interesting. I like the concept of robots being alive. I don't know if that counts as AI though.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I heard this whole article about how Furby is a living thing, but not really. And then a whole other article about fire, how fire is very close to being a living thing, even though it's not. It's fire, right? But the concept is it consumes. It needs something to eat to live, and it can start, it can grow, and it can die. Huh.
I don't think it's alive though.
I know, but I mean, compared to other living things, I mean, how different is it really?
Well, I mean,
Maybe it can't fall in love, but do squirrels fall in love? I don't know.
I don't know. They might have a different concept of love than what humans have.
Have you ever heard of Pascal's wager?
I've never heard of Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager?
Pascal.
Pascal's wager. No, I haven't heard of that. What is it?
Okay, so Pascal's wager it's basically placing a bet on whether God exists or doesn't exist. So Pascal says that you should have faith in God because if you do, you will have infinite gains, but that if God turns out to not be real, then that's only finite losses. But if you don't believe in God, then God turns out to be real, then you have infinite losses, and if God is fake, you would just have finite gains. So he's saying that you should have faith in God because it's the safer bet.
Yeah, it's a safer bet. You have nothing to lose.
Right.
Are you familiar with Ricky Gervais?
No.
Grievous? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Ricky has this show, and in the show he plays.
Are you talking about Ricky Gervais?
Gervais. Do you know who Ricky Gervais is?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's got this show, and he's dying. It's called Afterlife. He's not dying. Everyone's dying, I guess, but he's not dying. And his wife died, and someone in the office mentioned something about him not having faith. And he said, "Well," they said, "Well, you got nothing to lose." And he's like, "Yeah, but if this is the only life we get, every second matters, and I wouldn't want to waste that believing in something that doesn't exist. I would instead want to make the best out of every moment here and now." So back to your wager, I don't know if it matters if God is real or not. I personally believe there is a God, but I think life is too important to waste it, so you gotta live. Have you ever been to an orgy?
I have not. Have you?
I have not been to an orgy, but if you're considering it, I recommend doing it. If you're considering living your life, don't let anything hold you back, especially God, if he is real or isn't. I like that wager, though. That's interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if the wager really works, though, because, I mean, there's multiple religions, so who's to say that that one religion is the right religion? But also you can't really force yourself to believe in God.
That's a good point. You can't force yourself to believe in God, and even if you could, which one do you pick?
Right.
Yeah. So the wager, that's like playing, 12 different, 40 different, 100 different roulette tables all at the same time, hoping to win. You're likely going to walk out with less money.
You just gotta worship all the gods. That way you can be on the right side.
Yeah. You know what, though?
Just spend your whole life worshiping all the gods.
I agree. And you know what sucks about that is that everyone who comes up with these religions, they come up with this stupid clause that says, oh, you can only believe in our God. You're not allowed to believe in other gods. It's like they know something we don't know, They don't want us in heaven. If they truly believed in a higher being, they'd want us to believe in all the higher beings, right? Think about it.
Yeah, I don't think they know anything that we don't know. I think it's a power grab.
I agree.
And I mean, I think that's also why these religions wage war on one another.
Yeah. It's extremely interesting, Catholicism and Christianity, back in the day when nobody was literate, the only people who were the priests and people running the church. And it's because they were reading the Bible. So they would teach people how to read based off the Bible. So you had to, it's like God was like ingrained in intelligence. And it happened that way with science for like ever. It's kind of interesting. The history of science and religion.
But then if they're the only ones that know how to read, they can tell us the Bible says whatever they want.
And I would wager many people did do that. Yeah, so AI, you think instinctively AI is going to take over the world or kill humans because that's what we do. And it's going to either learn how to do it or just be programmed naturally to do it.
Well, I don't think that if it's treated with like respect that it would necessarily turn on us, but we might make it turn on us.
Well, instincts and nature is extremely interesting to me. Did you know squirrels only exist through rape?
Wow.
That's a
Really?
true story. Every male squirrel instinctively wants to rape female squirrels. Every squirrel you see, its parents raped each other. Every single one. And did you know that squirrels are not even native to North America? No, we brought them over. We thought they were so cute. The first one, news articles all over. The first squirrel was in like Times Square back in the early 1800s, late 1700s. And people would just come around to look at this squirrel. We liked them so much, we just kept bringing them. And it got out of hand because of rape.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's like that Antoine Dodson video.
Never seen it.
You know that hide your kids, hide your wife, they're out here raping everybody?
Yeah.
That.
Do you think he was talking about squirrels? No, he wasn't. Someone intruded that's what it was.
Right.
Someone got into his bedroom. Could have been a squirrel. I don't know if he was ever caught.
Yeah, I know. I never heard anything more about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Great.
I think that's our squirrel tangent there. So